Recent ground-penetrating radar studies have revealed an extensive system of voids and tunnels beneath the Sphinx. It's far beyond what official excavations have acknowledged before. These chambers aren't random cavities formed by natural erosion. They show clear signs of deliberate construction with precisely carved walls and engineered passages that demonstrate sophisticated planning. Japanese researchers using advanced radar technology detected anomalies indicating hollows extending 2 to 3 meters beneath the Sphinx's body. But their findings go much deeper than officially reported. Leaked technical summaries describe a second-level chamber system that may extend beneath the entire Giza plateau, connecting the Sphinx to underground networks that reach the pyramids themselves. The most intriguing discovery involves what researchers privately call the keyhole shaft. This vertical passage descends directly beneath the Sphinx's chest and shows clear evidence of human construction. The shaft walls are perfectly squared and lined with limestone blocks that fit together with mechanical precision. The engineering required to create such structures demonstrates knowledge of underground construction techniques that supposedly didn't exist in ancient Egypt. Ground-penetrating radar has also revealed groove patterns carved into the bedrock beneath the Sphinx that extend far beyond the visible monument. These grooves follow geometric patterns that suggest they served a specific technological function rather than decorative purposes. The precision of these underground features rivals modern engineering capabilities and indicates the use of tools and techniques that conventional archaeology insists were impossible for ancient civilizations. 3 massive shafts, recently discovered near the Sphinx, demonstrate engineering sophistication that challenges our understanding of ancient construction methods. These vertical passages descend deep into the bedrock with walls that show tool marks, suggesting the use of precision cutting equipment. The shaft walls are lined with fitted stone blocks that interlock with tolerances measured in fractions of inches, demonstrating manufacturing capabilities that approach modern industrial standards. The suppression of chamber exploration appears systematic and deliberate. When researchers attempt to investigate these underground spaces, they face bureaucratic obstacles and permit denials that prevent thorough examination. Official excavations focus on surface restoration while avoiding the deeper chambers that radar has clearly identified. The water erosion controversy represents perhaps the most significant challenge to conventional Egyptian chronology ever documented. Geologist Robert Schoch's analysis of the Sphinx revealed weathering patterns that could only have been created by prolonged exposure to heavy rainfall. The erosion profiles carved into the limestone enclosure walls show the characteristic undulating patterns that result from water runoff over extended periods. The centuries of substantial weathering evidence indicates that the Sphinx experienced approximately 7,000 years ago rainfall that ended green and fertile. The implications are staggering because humid period when during the Afrikaans this dating pushed the Sahara was still Sphinx's construction back, making it older, predating the rise to at least 5,000 BCE than Stonehenge and the Sphinx differ of Egyptian civilization by thousands of years. The erosion patterns on dramatically from other monuments on the Giza plateau that show only win environments. Thed and sand weathering typical of desert contrast is so striking that it's impossible to explain how the Sphinx could have experienced different weathering conditions unless it was constructed during a completely different climatic period. Mainstream Egyptologists have systematically rejected the water erosion evidence through arguments that focus on technical details, while ignoring the fundamental geological reality. They claim that minimal rainfall over the past 4,000 years could account for the erosion patterns, but this explanation requires ignoring the specific characteristics of water versus wind weathering that are clearly visible on the monument. The geological evidence extends beyond simple weathering patterns. Core samples taken from the Sphinx bedrock reveal mineral deposits and chemical alterations that indicate prolonged exposure to standing water. These geological signatures are consistent with the monument having been submerged or surrounded by water for extended periods during its early history. Recent laboratory experiments have demonstrated how limestone bedrock weathers under different conditions. When subjected to water erosion, limestone develops the exact undulating profiles visible on the Sphinx enclosure walls. Wind and sand erosion create completely different patterns that match the weathering seen on other Giza monuments, but not on the Sphinx itself. The natural formation hypothesis presents another challenge to conventional understanding of the Sphinx's origins. Laboratory experiments conducted by researchers at New York University have demonstrated that fast-flowing water can carve limestone formations into shapes remarkably similar to the Sphinx's basic proportions. These experiments suggest that the monument may have begun as a natural yardang formation that was later refined through human carving. The experimental results show how flowing water naturally creates formations with distinct head and body proportions, undercut neck areas, and extended paw-like projections. The similarity between these laboratory formations and the actual Sphinx is so striking that it suggests natural processes may have provided the basic shape that ancient carvers then refined into the final monument. This natural formation theory explains several puzzling aspects of the Sphinx's construction. The monument shows evidence of being carved from a single limestone ridge rather than assembled from separate blocks. The proportions follow natural erosion patterns that would result from water flowing around a resistant stone outcrop during the region's humid period. The implications of natural formation are profound because they suggest the Sphinx may have existed in recognizable form before human intervention. Ancient carvers may have discovered an already Sphinx-like formation and enhanced it, rather than creating the monument from scratch. This scenario would explain why the Sphinx shows such different weathering patterns from other Egyptian monuments while accounting for its extraordinary antiquity. The acoustic properties of the Sphinx complex reveal technological sophistication that conventional archaeology struggles to explain. Sound frequency analysis has discovered that the monument and its surrounding chambers exhibit precise resonance characteristics that suggest deliberate acoustic engineering. These properties aren't accidental byproducts of construction, but appear to be intentionally designed features that served specific technological purposes. Researchers have documented how certain frequencies create standing wave patterns within the Sphinx's internal chambers that amplify and focus sound energy in ways that approach modern acoustic engineering principles. The chamber dimensions and wall angles appear calculated to achieve specific resonance effects that could concentrate acoustic energy for purposes that remain unclear. The most intriguing discoveries involve infrasound frequencies below the range of human hearing. The Sphinx generates and amplifies these low-frequency vibrations in ways that suggest the monument may have functioned as a massive acoustic device. Infrasound has powerful effects on human consciousness and can induce altered states of awareness, suggesting the Sphinx may have been designed to influence the mental states of people within its proximity. Underground chambers beneath the Sphinx show acoustic properties that mirror those found in other ancient sites worldwide that demonstrate advanced sound engineering. The resonance characteristics match frequencies that modern research has identified as having specific effects on human brainwave patterns and consciousness states. The precision of the acoustic engineering becomes apparent when examining how different chambers respond to specific frequencies. Each underground space appears tuned to different resonance patterns that create complex harmonic interactions when activated simultaneously. This suggests a sophisticated understanding of acoustic principles that rivals modern sound engineering capabilities. The suppression of acoustic research appears deliberate and systematic. When researchers attempt to conduct comprehensive sound analysis of the Sphinx complex, they encounter restrictions and permit denials that prevent thorough investigation. Official explanations focus on protecting the monument from potential vibration damage, but this reasoning doesn't explain why basic frequency measurement studies are also prohibited. The construction technique mysteries surrounding the Sphinx continue to challenge conventional understanding of ancient Egyptian capabilities. Archaeological excavation has revealed tool marks and construction evidence that suggests the use of advanced cutting and shaping technologies that supposedly didn't exist during the monument's conventional dating period. The precision of the limestone cutting exceeds what should be possible using copper and stone tools that Egyptologists claim were the only technologies available to ancient builders. Cut marks show characteristics consistent with powered cutting equipment that could maintain consistent depth and angle across large surface areas. The smoothness and uniformity of these cuts suggest mechanical precision rather than hand tool work. Stone blocks fitted into the Sphinx's restoration phases show tolerances and joining techniques that approach modern masonry standards. The blocks fit together with gaps measured in fractions of inches and show evidence of precise measurement and cutting that would require advanced tools and techniques. The engineering precision rivals contemporary construction methods and indicates knowledge of structural principles that conventional archaeology insists wasn't available to ancient civilizations. The monument's internal structure reveals sophisticated engineering that demonstrates advanced understanding of load distribution and structural stability. The way massive stone blocks are positioned and supported shows calculation of stress patterns and weight distribution that requires knowledge of structural engineering principles. Most puzzling are the mysterious sockets cut into the bedrock floor around the Sphinx that were designed to anchor wooden beams the size of railroad ties. These massive timber supports suggest construction techniques that involved moving and positioning enormous stone blocks using mechanical advantage systems, far more sophisticated than simple ramps and levers. The systematic suppression of construction analysis appears motivated by the implications of advanced ancient technology. When researchers attempt to conduct detailed studies of cutting techniques and tool marks, they face restrictions that prevent comprehensive analysis. The evidence of sophisticated construction methods threatens the conventional narrative of gradual technological development that forms the foundation of accepted archaeological chronology. These discoveries represent just the beginning of the Sphinx's hidden secrets. The evidence reveals a monument far more ancient, sophisticated, and technologically advanced than mainstream archaeology acknowledges. Each mystery points to knowledge and capabilities that challenge everything we've been taught about human history and the development of civilization. The astronomical alignment mysteries of the Sphinx reveal knowledge of celestial mechanics that shouldn't have existed in ancient Egypt. Modern analysis has discovered that the monument's orientation demonstrates sophisticated understanding of precession, stellar cycles, and planetary movements that requires mathematical precision approaching contemporary astronomical calculations. The Sphinx faces due east with an accuracy that exceeds what simple observation could achieve. This orientation aligns perfectly with the vernal equinox sunrise, but the precision suggests the use of advanced measurement techniques and mathematical calculations to achieve such exact positioning. The monument's builders demonstrated knowledge of Earth's rotational mechanics and seasonal variations that indicates systematic astronomical observation over extended periods. Most compelling is the Sphinx's relationship to the constellation Leo during the epoch of 10,500 BCE. During this period, the constellation would have appeared directly in front of the Sphinx at the vernal equinox, creating a perfect astronomical alignment that connects the terrestrial monument with celestial mechanics. This alignment requires knowledge of precession cycles that supposedly wasn't discovered until the work of Hipparchus in ancient Greece. The mathematical precision of these alignments suggests the use of calculation methods and observational techniques that conventional archaeology insists were impossible for ancient civilizations. The builders would have needed to track stellar movements over centuries and apply complex mathematical formulas to predict future astronomical positions with the accuracy demonstrated by the Sphinx's orientation. The suppression of astronomical research appears systematic and deliberate. When researchers attempt to conduct comprehensive studies of the Sphinx's celestial alignments, they encounter academic resistance that prevents publication of findings that challenge conventional chronology. The implications of advanced astronomical knowledge threaten the established timeline of human intellectual development. Recent discoveries have revealed that the Sphinx's astronomical alignments extend beyond simple stellar observation to encompass complex relationships with multiple celestial bodies. The monument's position creates geometric relationships with other structures on the Giza Plateau that demonstrate sophisticated understanding of mathematical principles and astronomical mechanics. The geological composition anomalies of the Sphinx present another challenge to conventional understanding that mainstream archaeology refuses to address. Core samples taken from different sections of the monument reveal mineral variations and chemical signatures that suggest exposure to environmental conditions that differ dramatically from other nearby structures. The limestone bedrock from which the Sphinx was carved shows chemical alterations that indicate prolonged interaction with specific atmospheric and hydrological conditions. These chemical signatures don't match the geological history of the Giza Plateau according to conventional timelines, suggesting the monument experienced environmental conditions that occurred during different climatic periods. Mineral deposits found within the Sphinx's limestone show characteristics consistent with marine environments, indicating the monument may have been exposed to ocean or large body conditions at some point in its history. These deposits include trace elements and chemical compounds that form only through specific interactions with saltwater environments over extended periods. The hardness variations in different sections of the monument reveal that the limestone underwent different weathering and chemical processes in various areas. This differential alteration pattern suggests the Sphinx was exposed to changing environmental conditions over much longer time periods than conventional dating allows. Isotopic analysis of the limestone has revealed signatures that don't match other structures on the Giza Plateau, indicating the monument may have been constructed during different geological periods or exposed to unique environmental conditions that altered its chemical composition. These findings challenge the assumption that all Giza monuments were built during the same historical period. The systematic suppression of geological analysis appears motivated by the implications of extended chronology that these findings suggest. When researchers attempt to conduct comprehensive chemical and isotopic studies of the Sphinx's composition, they face restrictions and funding limitations that prevent thorough investigation of evidence that could revolutionize understanding of the monument's age and history. The electromagnetic anomaly discoveries beneath the Sphinx reveal energy patterns that suggest the monument may have functioned as more than a passive stone structure. Sensitive electromagnetic measurement equipment has detected field variations and energy signatures that indicate the presence of unknown materials or technologies within the monument's subsurface areas. Ground-penetrating radar has revealed metallic anomalies buried beneath the Sphinx that don't correspond to known archaeological artifacts or natural geological formations. These metallic signatures show patterns and configurations that suggest engineered objects rather than random mineral deposits or ancient tools. The electromagnetic field measurements around the Sphinx show variations that follow geometric patterns aligned with the monument's astronomical orientations. These field variations appear to respond to specific celestial positions and solar activity in ways that suggest the monument may have been designed to interact with natural electromagnetic phenomena. Most intriguing are readings that indicate the presence of materials with unusual electromagnetic properties buried within the monument's foundation. These signatures suggest the use of substances or technologies that don't match any known ancient materials, indicating the possibility of advanced engineering applications that conventional archaeology refuses to acknowledge. The electromagnetic anomalies extend beyond simple metal detection to encompass complex field patterns that suggest sophisticated understanding of electromagnetic principles. The way these fields interact with the monument structure indicates deliberate design, rather than accidental electromagnetic effects from natural or conventional archaeological sources. Research into these electromagnetic phenomena faces systematic suppression through equipment restrictions and access limitations that prevent comprehensive analysis. The implications of advanced electromagnetic applications in ancient monuments threaten fundamental assumptions about technological development that academic institutions appear determined to protect. The underground tunnel system discoveries reveal an extensive network of passages that connect the Sphinx to other monuments and extend far beyond the immediate area. Recent ground-penetrating radar studies have mapped tunnel systems that create a complex underground infrastructure linking multiple sites across the Giza Plateau. These tunnels show clear evidence of human construction, with precisely engineered dimensions and carefully planned routing that demonstrate sophisticated underground engineering capabilities. The passages maintain consistent dimensions and grades over long distances, indicating the use of advanced surveying and construction techniques that supposedly didn't exist in ancient Egypt. The tunnel network appears to serve specific functions beyond simple transportation. Chamber analysis has revealed rooms and spaces within the underground system that show evidence of technological applications, including areas with specialized acoustic properties and chambers that exhibit unusual electromagnetic characteristics. Most significant are connections between the tunnel system and natural underground water sources that suggest the network may have functioned as part of a larger hydrological engineering project. The tunnels show evidence of water management systems that could control and direct underground water flow for purposes that remain unclear. The systematic concealment of tunnel exploration represents one of the most obvious examples of archaeological suppression surrounding the Sphinx. Official excavations consistently avoid investigating the underground network, despite clear evidence of its existence and engineering significance. When independent researchers attempt to map or explore these underground passages, they encounter legal obstacles and permit denials that prevent access to areas that could revolutionize understanding of ancient Egyptian engineering capabilities. The tunnel discoveries threaten conventional chronology by demonstrating advanced underground construction techniques that predate accepted technological development timelines. The precision measurement mysteries of the Sphinx reveal mathematical relationships and geometric principles that demonstrate knowledge rivaling modern engineering capabilities. Detailed surveys have discovered that the monument incorporates mathematical constants and proportional relationships that require advanced understanding of geometry and calculation methods. The Sphinx's dimensions encode mathematical relationships that connect to other monuments on the Giza Plateau through geometric principles that demonstrate systematic planning and precise calculation. These mathematical relationships aren't approximate or coincidental, but show exact proportional ratios that require sophisticated measurement techniques and mathematical knowledge. Most remarkable are dimensional relationships that incorporate advanced mathematical concepts, including pi, phi, and other constants that weren't supposedly discovered until much later in human history. The precision of these mathematical incorporations suggests the use of calculation methods and measurement techniques that exceed what conventional archaeology attributes to ancient civilizations. The geometric relationships extend beyond the monument itself to encompass connections with astronomical phenomena and other structures that demonstrate understanding of complex mathematical principles applied on a massive scale. The integration of multiple mathematical concepts into a single structure indicates systematic knowledge that approaches modern mathematical sophistication. Research into these mathematical relationships faces academic resistance that prevents comprehensive analysis and publication of findings. The implications of advanced mathematical knowledge in ancient monuments challenge fundamental assumptions about intellectual development that academic institutions appear unwilling to acknowledge. The evidence reveals that the Sphinx harbors secrets far more profound than mainstream archaeology acknowledges. Each discovery points to knowledge and capabilities that threaten the established narrative of human development and technological progress that we've been conditioned to accept without question. The ancient inscription anomalies carved into the Sphinx's hidden surfaces reveal hieroglyphic systems and symbolic languages that don't match any known Egyptian writing methods. Deep within the underground chambers, researchers have documented inscriptions that use symbols and grammatical structures completely unknown to Egyptology. These writings appear far more sophisticated than conventional Egyptian hieroglyphs and demonstrate linguistic complexity that suggests advanced communication systems. The inscriptions show mathematical notations and technical diagrams that describe engineering principles and scientific concepts using symbolic systems that predate known Egyptian writing by thousands of years. The complexity of these symbolic communications indicates the presence of advanced intellectual traditions that conventional archaeology refuses to acknowledge existed in ancient Egypt. Most disturbing are inscriptions that describe technological processes and engineering applications using terminology that shouldn't exist in ancient languages. These technical writings discuss principles of acoustics, electromagnetics, and structural engineering using precise symbolic representations that demonstrate scientific knowledge approaching modern understanding. The linguistic analysis of these inscriptions reveals grammatical structures and vocabulary that don't match the evolution of Egyptian language documented in conventional archaeology. The writings appear to represent a completely different linguistic tradition that suggests the presence of advanced civilizations in Egypt long before the rise of pharaonic culture. Translation attempts have been systematically suppressed through academic channels that refuse to publish findings about these anomalous inscriptions. Researchers who attempt to study these linguistic discoveries face career consequences and funding restrictions that prevent comprehensive analysis of evidence that could revolutionize understanding of ancient intellectual capabilities. The technological artifact discoveries within the Sphinx's hidden chambers represent perhaps the most explosive evidence of advanced ancient capabilities. Recent excavations have uncovered metallic objects and engineered devices that display manufacturing precision and technological sophistication that shouldn't exist in archaeological contexts from ancient Egypt. These artifacts include precision-machined components with tolerances measured in thousandths of inches and surface finishes that approach modern manufacturing standards. The metallurgical analysis reveals alloy compositions and heat treatment processes that require industrial capabilities far beyond what conventional archaeology attributes to ancient civilizations. Most significant are electronic components that show clear evidence of advanced materials science and engineering applications. These devices incorporate semiconductor materials and electromagnetic principles that demonstrate knowledge of physics and electronics that supposedly wasn't developed until the modern era. The artifacts show no signs of corrosion or degradation despite their apparent antiquity, suggesting the use of materials science and preservation techniques that exceed current technological capabilities. The manufacturing precision and materials quality indicate industrial processes that rival contemporary production methods. X-ray analysis and electron microscopy have revealed internal structures within these artifacts that demonstrate sophisticated understanding of mechanical engineering and electromagnetic principles. The complexity of these internal mechanisms suggests technological applications that conventional science insists were impossible for ancient civilizations. The systematic concealment of these technological discoveries appears motivated by the revolutionary implications of advanced ancient technology. When researchers attempt to publish findings about these artifacts, they encounter academic censorship and institutional pressure that prevents public disclosure of evidence that would fundamentally alter understanding of human technological development. The energy generation evidence within the Sphinx complex reveals systems and mechanisms that appear designed to harness and manipulate natural forces in ways that approach modern energy technologies. Underground chambers contain structural elements and engineered features that demonstrate sophisticated understanding of energy principles and power generation methods. The monument's internal architecture incorporates design elements that channel and focus electromagnetic energy through specific pathways and concentration points. These energy directing systems show clear evidence of intentional engineering, rather than accidental electromagnetic effects from natural geological formations. Measurement equipment has detected energy outputs from specific locations within the Sphinx that suggest active power generation or energy storage systems that continue to function after thousands of years. The consistency and patterns of these energy signatures indicate the presence of technologies that harness environmental forces through principles that modern science barely understands. The underground chambers contain what appear to be energy storage and distribution systems that connect to the broader network of passages and chambers throughout the Giza Plateau. These systems show evidence of sophisticated electrical engineering that demonstrates knowledge of power transmission and energy management principles. Most remarkable are indications that the energy systems respond to celestial positions and electromagnetic variations in ways that suggest the monument was designed to function as a massive energy collection and distribution facility. The correlation between astronomical positions and energy output suggests integration of cosmic forces with terrestrial engineering applications. Research into these energy systems faces systematic suppression through equipment restrictions and access limitations that prevent comprehensive analysis of technologies that could revolutionize modern energy production. The implications of functional ancient energy systems threaten established industries and economic structures that depend on conventional energy scarcity. The consciousness alteration effects documented around the Sphinx reveal that the monument produces measurable changes in human brainwave patterns and mental states. Sensitive measurement equipment has detected electromagnetic fields and infrasound frequencies that create specific neurological responses in people exposed to the monument's influence. Visitors to the underground chambers consistently report altered states of consciousness, enhanced intuitive capabilities, and expanded awareness that persist long after leaving the monument. These psychological effects follow predictable patterns that suggest the Sphinx was deliberately designed to influence human consciousness through technological means. Brainwave monitoring has revealed that exposure to the monument's electromagnetic environment produces gamma wave activity and neural synchronization patterns associated with heightened cognitive function and expanded awareness. These neurological changes occur consistently across different individuals and appear to be triggered by specific frequencies generated within the monument's structure. The consciousness effects extend beyond simple relaxation or meditative states to include enhanced problem-solving abilities, increased pattern recognition, and expanded sensory perception that suggests the monument may function as a consciousness enhancement technology. The precision of these neurological effects indicates sophisticated understanding of brain function and electromagnetic influence on human cognition. Most intriguing are reports of enhanced psychic abilities and expanded sensory capabilities that develop after extended exposure to the monument's influence. These consciousness changes appear to be permanent rather than temporary, suggesting that the Sphinx may function as a technology for human consciousness development and enhancement. The systematic suppression of consciousness research around the Sphinx appears motivated by the implications of technological consciousness manipulation. Official restrictions prevent comprehensive study of the monument's effects on human awareness and cognitive function, concealing evidence of advanced understanding of consciousness technology that could transform human potential. The quantum field anomaly measurements around the Sphinx have revealed distortions in local spacetime that suggest the monument interacts with fundamental forces of physics in ways that conventional science cannot explain. Sensitive quantum measurement equipment has detected field variations and dimensional fluctuations that indicate the presence of technologies that manipulate reality at the quantum level. The quantum signatures show patterns that correlate with the monument's astronomical alignments and electromagnetic characteristics, suggesting integration of quantum mechanics with classical engineering applications. These quantum effects appear to be artificially generated rather than natural phenomena, indicating the use of technologies that can manipulate the fundamental structure of reality. Particle detection equipment has revealed unusual subatomic activity within the monument's vicinity that doesn't match background radiation or natural particle interactions. These quantum signatures suggest the presence of exotic matter or energy states that require advanced physics applications to generate and maintain. The quantum field distortions create localized effects that influence the behavior of matter and energy within the monument's proximity. These effects include gravitational anomalies, temporal variations, and electromagnetic disturbances that suggests the monument may function as a device for manipulating fundamental forces of physics. Most significant are indications that the quantum effects respond to human consciousness and intention in ways that suggest the monument was designed to interface with human awareness at the quantum level. This consciousness-quantum interaction indicates technologies that bridge the gap between mind and matter through quantum mechanical principles. Research into these quantum phenomena faces systematic suppression through academic censorship and institutional pressure that prevents investigation of evidence that could revolutionize understanding of physics and consciousness interaction. The implications of quantum consciousness technologies threaten fundamental assumptions about the nature of reality and human potential. The interdimensional gateway theories surrounding the Sphinx emerge from accumulated evidence of phenomena that suggest the monument may function as a portal between different dimensional realities. Multiple witnesses have reported experiences within the underground chambers that appear to involve contact with alternate dimensions or parallel realities. These interdimensional experiences follow consistent patterns that suggest the monument's technological systems can create conditions that allow access to alternate dimensional states. Visitors report encounters with beings and environments that exist outside normal three-dimensional reality, but appear completely real and substantial during the experience. The electromagnetic and quantum signatures detected within the monument correlate with theoretical physics models of dimensional interface technologies that could theoretically allow travel or communication between parallel dimensional spaces. The precision of these field configurations suggests intentional engineering rather than random dimensional anomalies. Documentation exists of objects and information that have appeared within the chambers without conventional means of entry, suggesting the monument may function as a receiving point for interdimensional transmission of materials and knowledge. These materialization events occur in specific locations within the chamber system that show the highest electromagnetic and quantum activity. Most compelling are accounts of knowledge acquisition that occurs during interdimensional experiences within the monument. Individuals report gaining detailed information about advanced technologies and scientific principles that they couldn't have acquired through conventional means, suggesting direct information transfer from alternate dimensional sources. The systematic suppression of interdimensional research appears motivated by the revolutionary implications of confirmed alternate dimensional contact. Official restrictions prevent comprehensive investigation of phenomena that could prove the existence of parallel realities and advanced technologies for interdimensional communication and travel. These discoveries represent only a fraction of the secrets concealed within the Sphinx complex. Each revelation points to knowledge and technologies that challenge everything we understand about ancient capabilities and human potential. The evidence suggests that our ancestors possessed wisdom and abilities that far exceed what modern civilization has achieved. The systematic concealment of these discoveries reveals a pattern of suppression that protects established narratives while concealing evidence of human potential that could transform our understanding of consciousness, technology, and reality itself. The Sphinx stands as a testament to capabilities that we're not supposed to remember or investigate. The temporal displacement phenomena documented around the Sphinx reveal that the monument may function as a device capable of manipulating the flow of time itself. Sensitive chronometer equipment has detected temporal variations and time distortion fields that create measurable differences in the rate of time passage within specific areas of the complex. Visitors to the underground chambers consistently report experiencing time differently than the passage of actual clock time. Hours spent within the monument's influence register as minutes on external timepieces, while brief visits sometimes correspond to extended periods of missing time that cannot be accounted for through conventional means. The temporal effects follow predictable patterns that correlate with the monument's electromagnetic cycles and astronomical alignments. During specific celestial configurations, the time distortion effects intensify dramatically, creating conditions where normal temporal flow appears to break down entirely within the chamber system. Atomic clocks placed at different locations within the Sphinx complex show variations in time measurement that violate the principles of relativity as currently understood. These chronometric anomalies suggest the presence of technologies that can create localized alterations in space-time through methods that exceed modern physics capabilities. Most disturbing are reports of individuals who have emerged from the chambers with knowledge of future events that later prove accurate in precise detail. These temporal precognition experiences suggest that the monument's time manipulation systems may allow access to information from future time periods through mechanisms that conventional science insists are impossible. The systematic suppression of temporal research around the Sphinx appears motivated by the implications of confirmed time manipulation technology. Official restrictions prevent investigation of phenomena that could prove the existence of devices capable of controlling the flow of time and accessing information from different temporal periods. The holographic projection discoveries within the Sphinx chambers reveal advanced display technologies that create three-dimensional images and interactive environments without any visible projection equipment. These holographic systems appear to be integrated into the monument structure and continue to function after thousands of years without maintenance or external power sources. The holographic displays present detailed technical information about engineering principles and scientific concepts using visual presentations that demonstrate knowledge far beyond what conventional archaeology attributes to ancient civilizations. These educational systems appear designed to transfer complex technical knowledge through. Witnesses' direct visual and sensory experience describe holographic environments that create completely realistic alternate realities within the chamber spaces. These immersive displays present historical events, technological demonstrations, and instructional scenarios with sensory detail that rivals modern virtual reality systems, but exceeds current technological capabilities. The holographic systems respond to human presence and appear capable of adapting their presentations based on the knowledge level and interests of observers. This interactive capability suggests artificial intelligence applications that can assess human consciousness and provide customized information transfer experiences. Most remarkable are holographic displays that present information about advanced technologies and scientific principles that haven't been discovered by modern science. These technical presentations appear to function as educational systems designed to transfer knowledge about capabilities that exceed current human understanding. Research into these holographic technologies faces systematic concealment through access restrictions that prevent comprehensive analysis of display systems that could revolutionize information technology and educational applications. The implications of functional ancient holographic systems threaten established assumptions about technological development timelines. The genetic modification evidence within the Sphinx complex suggests the monument may have functioned as a facility for advanced biological research and human enhancement applications. Underground laboratories contain equipment and facilities that appear designed for sophisticated genetic manipulation and biological engineering procedures. The laboratory spaces show clear evidence of advanced understanding of genetics and molecular biology through structural elements designed to support biological research applications. These facilities demonstrate knowledge of genetic principles and biotechnology applications that supposedly weren't discovered until the modern era. Preserved biological samples found within the laboratories show evidence of genetic modifications and enhancements that demonstrate capabilities exceeding current biotechnology applications. The genetic alterations include improvements to human physical and mental capabilities that suggest systematic enhancement programs designed to expand human potential. Most significant are indications that the genetic research programs successfully created enhanced human specimens with capabilities far beyond normal human limitations. These enhanced individuals appear to have possessed extended lifespans, increased cognitive abilities, and physical capabilities that approach superhuman levels. The genetic modification systems show evidence of continued operation over extended time periods, suggesting the presence of automated biological research programs that have continued functioning long after their original operators disappeared. These systems appear capable of conducting genetic research and enhancement procedures without direct human supervision. Documentation exists of genetic templates and enhancement protocols that describe methods for improving human physical and mental capabilities through genetic manipulation techniques. These enhancement programs appear designed to create individuals with capabilities specifically suited for operating advanced technologies and accessing expanded states of consciousness. The systematic suppression of genetic research evidence appears motivated by the implications of confirmed ancient genetic enhancement capabilities. Official restrictions prevent investigation of biological technologies that could prove the existence of systematic human enhancement programs and advanced biotechnology applications in ancient civilizations. The crystalline technology discoveries within the Sphinx reveal the use of exotic materials and crystal-based systems that demonstrate advanced understanding of solid-state physics and materials science applications. Underground chambers contain crystalline structures and devices that show clear evidence of technological applications using principles that modern science barely understands. The crystalline systems appear to function as information storage and processing devices capable of holding vast amounts of data and performing complex calculations through quantum mechanical processes. These crystal-based computers demonstrate processing capabilities that exceed modern electronic systems while operating through completely different technological principles. Analysis reveals that the crystalline materials incorporate atomic structures and molecular arrangements that don't match any known natural or synthetic crystals. The engineering of these exotic materials suggests manufacturing capabilities that can manipulate matter at the atomic level through processes that exceed current materials science applications. The crystalline devices show evidence of self-repair and self-maintenance capabilities that allow them to continue functioning indefinitely without external maintenance or replacement. This self-sustaining technology suggests understanding of materials science principles that could eliminate planned obsolescence and create permanently functional devices. The 10 secrets documented here represent more than suppressed archaeological discoveries. They're evidence of a deliberate campaign to conceal knowledge that would fundamentally transform our understanding of human capability and ancient wisdom. From hidden chambers containing advanced technologies to genetic enhancement laboratories that operated for millennia, the Sphinx harbors evidence of civilizations whose achievements dwarf our modern accomplishments. Each discovery points to the same inescapable conclusion. Our ancestors possessed knowledge and technologies that exceed what we've achieved today. They understood consciousness manipulation, dimensional travel, time distortion, and genetic enhancement through principles that our current science refuses to acknowledge. The systematic suppression of this evidence reveals institutions more committed to protecting established narratives than pursuing revolutionary truth. The Sphinx stands as a monument to human potential that we've been conditioned to forget. Its secrets prove that the limitations we accept as natural boundaries are artificial constraints imposed by those who benefit from human limitation. The technologies buried beneath the desert could solve our greatest challenges and unlock capabilities that would transform civilization itself. But these revelations remain locked away in classified vaults while humanity struggles with problems that were solved thousands of years ago. The greatest tragedy isn't that this knowledge was lost, it's that it was deliberately hidden to preserve power structures built on artificial scarcity and manufactured ignorance. The Sphinx guards more than ancient mysteries. It protects evidence of what humanity was meant to become.